Philippine Information Agency, Kapihan na Zamboanga. Sharing with you timely, accurate, and relevant information regarding government programs, projects, and activities. Catch us every Thursday at 4 p.m. on eMedia.
Buenos dias, Zamboanga. Welcome sa PIA Kapihan na Zamboanga sa SMCT Mindpro. Hatid ng Philippine Information Agency, SMCT Mindpro, Mindanao Communicators Network, MCTV at eMedia. We are live via PIA Western Mindanao Facebook page and other government agencies' Facebook pages. Also, we are live at PRO9 Facebook page, the Norton News Flash, 1TV Philippines, ISA TV Channel 17, PCH Cable TV, and via cable televisions at MCTV and eMedia. Happy Kapihan po sa lahat ng ating mga viewers. Ang Kapihan na Zamboanga will discuss important topics that will help you make more informed decisions wherever you are. Ngayon pong buwan ng Marso ay gugunita po natin and we are all celebrating po again ang ating Women's Month celebration. Kaya po ngayon pag-uusapan natin ang mga nakahandang activities and of course ang mga programa po ng Zamboanga City Gender and Development Office. We have with us po their head, we have Sir Wilfredo Aparonga. Welcome po sa ating program, sir.
Thank you very much po, PIA Kapihan, and of course, Ms. Myra Espinosa for always inviting the Gender and Development Office to be interviewed para sa ating advocacy on Gender and Development Program. Maraming salamat po. Ayun,
welcome once again po sa ating programa. And like I mentioned, pag-uusapan natin ulit ang Women's Month celebration because every month of March, we are celebrating Women's Month. So we would like to know ano na po yung mga ating mga nakahandang program. So first po, what is the core message po that you are trying to communicate po about women and for their societal role through this year's National Women's Month celebration?
Ayan. So bago po natin sagutin po itong tanong, may inilabas po ang PCW for the sub-theme for this year's Women's Month celebration. Ang theme po natin ngayon ay babae sa lahat ng sektor, aangat ang bukas sa bagong Pilipinas. So this theme underscores the vital role of women across all sectors, mapa-IP, Muslim women, PWD at lahat ng mga marginalized groups na meron po sa atin sa Pilipinas ay ini-ensure po natin na lahat po sila mabigyan ng tamang oportunidad na ma-empower po lahat ng ating mga kababaihan sa lahat ng sektor para lahat po tayo ay mas masaya. Mas masaya po ang pamumuhay natin, lahat po ay pantay-pantay, walang naiiwan, walang diskriminasyon, walang violence po na mararanasan ng ating mga kababaihan sa entire Philippines. No? Yun for example. And for Zamboanga City naman din po, we are very grateful of the support of Mayor John M. Dalipe and of course all the our elected officials for pushing forward the agenda of women in Zamboanga City. And we are very grateful as well of the creation of the Local Council of Women, the Zamboanga City Chapter, held by Ma'am Lilia M. Nuño. Siya po ay presidente ng ating Local Council of Women, Zamboanga City Chapter. And we are continuously doing advocacy activities for the empowerment of the sectors of women. So itong Local Council of Women po ay isang NGO, a partner NGO of the Local Government Unit of Zamboanga, and ito po yung mga trabaho po ng ating Local Council of Women to ensure that all of the sectors are given the access to education, to everything sa Zamboanga City through the Local Council of Women.
Okay. So I think that's what we want to communicate sa ating mga women sector na may equality and of course yung empowerment, patuloy pa rin yung empowerment natin sa mga kababaihan kahit anumang sector nila, like what Sir Wilfredo mentioned. But ngayon po of course we would like to know also ano yung mga critical issues po that the women are facing po in our community that you hope to address through our activities for the Women's Month?
Hindi po maitatanggi na for the entire Philippines, even in Zamboanga City, that discrimination and violence are still the top issues being experienced by women, no? And of course, andyan po kasama namin sa aming advocacy ang ating City Social Welfare and Development Office through their VAUC, the Violence Against Women and Their Children programs, and as well as the Local Council of Women na ma-address itong mga critical issues on women, particularly yung nabanggit ko kanina, discrimination, violence, and of course itong mga rising cases of sabihin natin mga teenage pregnancy, the HIV cases, no, na naranasan ng Zamboanga City. So these are the things that we aim to address for the succeeding years, no, kasi hindi naman ito kaya nating i-address like one time, no, but we are always looking into the very core issues. Why are these issues are still persisting, no, sa ating community, and bakit hindi pa ito nawawala, and ano po ba yung dapat namin gawin bilang isang ahensya ng gobyerno para matugunan itong mga pangangailangan ng ating mga kababaihan on the ground.
Okay. So specifically po, for this month of March, ano yung specific programs natin to address that? And how will this contribute to the broader movement po for gender inequality and women empowerment?
Aside po sa ating advocacy campaigns on women empowerment and gender equality, like for the Women's Month celebration, we also look into the implementation of activities such as women in technology, IT. We also organize in partnership with the Kwarta, isang NGO po based in Manila. We'll be going here for the LGBTQIA+ siblings po natin, mga kapatid po natin na mas ma-empower sila through entrepreneurial activities. We also have livelihood opportunities and entrepreneurial mindsetting. Ito po ay bigay ng Housing Land Management Division under the City Mayor's Office. So, isa po ito sa mga activities that we see that must be addressed, and ito yung mga nakita ng mga concerned agencies natin para mas ma-empower natin yung mga kababaihan natin. Aside from that, we also have the Women's Summit. So itong Women's Summit po is actually conducted by the City Social Welfare and Development Office, and ang kanila po mga target participants dito po ay ang mga ERPAT, no, mga kalalakihan sa community. So lahat ng mga community leaders sa barangay base, and of course itong mga BCPC na focal natin ng barangay will serve as participants during the Women's Summit to be conducted by the City Social Welfare and Development. We are not only focusing on the issues of women, but also as well we are also tapping in other sectors, especially men, to become also advocates for women empowerment. So ito po yung mga isa sa mga tinitingnan din namin na advocacies para mas matugunan natin ang problema. Sabi natin, sabay-sabay po nating tugunan ang ating problema through all the concerted efforts of all the sectors in the city of Zamboanga.
Tama yun, no? You mentioned na meron tayong mga activities for women, especially on technology, on livelihood. Kasi tama naman para ma-erase natin sa mga isip natin, no, na pag babae, housewife, sa bahay lang yan, mag-alaga lang siya, maglinis ng bahay. Tanggalin na natin yung mga ganong perception. Kasi ang mga babae, marami pang pwedeng gawin, no? Kahit na nasa kanilang mga tahanan sila, they can earn money, they can earn for their own. Trabaho sila through livelihood, through online work, online nila, 'di ba? May mga ganong opportunity pala for our women. So it's nice na may mga ganitong training tayo, capacity building, and like you mentioned, yung ating Women's Summit. That's very interesting, no, na i-conduct natin para invited naman lahat, hindi lang women, pati mga all gender po invited sa ganong event natin. So ano pa po yung, I'm sure marami naka-line up na event.
Actually gusto ko din pong banggitin na aside from the things that I've mentioned, mga activities, we also prioritize the conduct of the simultaneous self-defense training. So we participated sa Regional Gender and Development Committee, the simultaneous self-defense training. So we partnered with the different departments of the city government, and we are inviting women to join us sa self-defense training that will happen on March 7 in the morning po iyan. So this is also an activity that would bring them to this concept na bilang babae, kailangan din natin magkaroon ng kaalaman, sapat na kaalaman kung paano po natin depensahan, protektahan ang ating mga sarili in times when we experience violence or abuse from people, no? Yun po yung isa sa mga highlights din po natin.
Interesting naman. Sana maraming makapunta, no? Ako personally gusto ko rin maka-attend ng mga ganong mga training na ganyan, yung self-defense training. Like you mentioned, kasi baka isipin din ng mga na pagbabae mahina yan, pero at least may mga ganyang training tayo para kaya din nating depensahan yung ating mga sarili. Aside from all the events that you mentioned, may mga women's summit, yung yung opening natin na on March 7, yung Marcha. So ano pa po yung mga highlight of events natin and activities for the Women's Month?
So far po, yun po yung mga nakalatag po ng mga activities natin, no, for the Women's Month celebration. And banggitin ko lang din po, no, aside from the trainings and advocacy campaigns na ating gagawin for the Women's Month, we are also encouraging our offices to join us in the hanging of our advocacy tarpaulins. So pagkabit po ng mga tarpaulins po, no, sa kanilang mga opisina. Also, we encourage our city employees, no, sa City Government of Zamboanga to wear purple in solidarity of women empowerment. So every Friday po yan, ang ating Purple Fridays, Purple Fridays. And of course, isa din po sa mga pinaka-importanting activity ang ating job fair, no? May gagawin din po tayong job fair in collaboration with the Public Employment Services Office. So that is going to happen on March 27. So lahat po ng mga events and activities that we are discussing right now here are all posted po sa ating Facebook page, Gender and Development of Zamboanga City. So ang job fair po is also an opportunity for all genders, no, in Zamboanga City. Bigyan po natin ng trabaho ang ating mga Zamboangenyo para naman mabigyan natin sila ng sapat na oportunidad at mas mabigyan natin ng employment, no, ang ating mga kababayan na naghahanap ng trabaho, no. So yung mga Zamboangenyo natin, kababayan. Yes.
So we are very excited for the lineup of activities na mangyayari. Napakadami, no? Aside from our mga capacity buildings, meron pang job fair. So aabangan natin yan. But I'm sure yung list of events natin ay posted na rin sa ating Gender and Development Facebook page po ng Zamboanga City. So you can check there para ma-follow po ninyo yung mga schedules po natin na activities para we can all participate during that period, especially for this whole month celebration. Sir, ano naman po yung impact, no? Various activities ang ikakandak natin, pero ano po yung impact that you hope these activities will have on women's lives in our community?
Aside po sa ating mga regular advocacies and campaigns, no, kasi we are pushing for information, for awareness of women, kasi nandito lang pa po tayo sa level na ito. We are still advocating for women's rights, for everyone's rights. But saan natin makikita ang totoong pagbabago? Is it through advocacy campaigns lang po ba? Diyan lang po ba yan? Hanggang dyan lang po ba ang ating advocacy? Hanggang yan lang po ba ang ating dapat tignan? So, ang sa gender and development, aside from the advocacy campaigns, we also couple it with integrating all of these advocacy campaigns sa ating mga policies. So we embed all of these advocacy campaigns and all of these activities into our regular programming, into our policies, para mas mabigyan po natin ng protection, mas mabigyan po natin ng basis, no, kung bakit natin ginagawa ang lahat ng mga ito. So, alam naman po natin that government agencies are required to implement their gender and development programs, regardless kung barangay ka, sa local government or national government agencies. Kami po sa Zamboanga City, ito po yung aming target. Aside from the advocacy campaigns that we do for the 98 barangays and for the communities as a whole, isa din po sa mga aming tinitignan ang pag-integrate ng mga women's concerns and other concerns of gender sa ating mga polisiya. So ito po yung dapat nating pagtuunan ng pansin para mas may impact po talaga ito sa mga henerasyon na susunod, no. Yun yung titingnan natin. Okay.
You mentioned po about policies, no. I'm sure yung Zamboanga City, I'm aware that we have our local ordinance. Marami na tayong naipatupad, no, na ordinansya dito sa Zamboanga City. But do we have policies or programs that the local government strengthened or introduced or will be introduced for this year to support women's rights and welfare?
Yes. For the LGU of Zamboanga City, through our Gender and Development Office po, no, may mga activities po tayo that we are conducting annually. So aside from the celebration of Women's Month, we also do our International Day of observance for women's health rights. We also do the 18-day campaign to end VAUSI, violence against women and their children. We also have, as part of our advocacy, is the observance of International Day against homophobia, biphobia, and transphobia. These are critical issues that needs to be looked into, not neglected, because every one of us are faced with different challenges, different struggles na dapat din nating mabigyan ng pansin. So ito po ang mga programa na meron po ang City Government of Zamboanga, and for the policies naman din po, we have the Comprehensive Anti-Discrimination Ordinance. This is also one of the flagship ordinances of the City of Zamboanga in ensuring that all, regardless of your gender, are not discriminated sa trabaho man yan, sa edukasyon, access to medical or for employment opportunities. So lahat yan tinitignan. And of course as well, we have the Gender and Development Code of Zamboanga City. Lahat po ng mga women's concerns and all other concerns are integrated po sa ating Gender and Development Code of Zamboanga City. And these are some examples of our policies that we implement for Zamboanga City. We also have for our own consumption po, no, sa city government, we have the administrative orders, paggamit ng gender fair language, mga use of non-sexist terms in all our official communications, ensuring that database are well disaggregated to report or reflect the individual needs, no, yung mga magsa-surface po dun sa ating database, ang pangangailangan ng kababaihan, pangangailangan ng mga kalalakihan, and all the diverse gender diverse communities. So yun po yung mga sa mga policies side po, no, na aming pinupush forward, and we are very happy na it's already being implemented at the local level.
So napakaganda ng ating mga local ordinance po na implemented or practice po ng local government unit, like you mentioned nga na meron kayong policy, no, kahit sa local government ninyo on that, and hopefully ma-adapt din siya ng ibang local government units. That's what we are hoping for, na hindi lang po sa Zamboanga City but also other parts of the Region 9 po na na maka-implement din ng ganitong klaseng mga policies na they can pattern from the city government of Zamboanga. But you know, pag Women's Month po, doon focus tayo na pag March, Women's Month. So how about after March, no? Paano po na-ensure ng Gender and Development Office yung advocacy for women will be continued, no? Continuous siya even beyond the Women's Month celebration?
Ang ating Women's Month celebration is only, sabihin natin, a mark for putting premium their contributions, their experiences, but all throughout the year, every year, March, April, May, hanggang December po, lahat ng mga concerns and issues of women are all part, no, of our advocacies. So sa lahat ng mga programa po namin, we always ensure that their participation, their involvement, no, sa lahat ng mga activities natin, although hindi siya training related, but kung ano mang desisyon niya na dapat involve ang kababaihan ay dapat andoon siya. So lahat po yan are being celebrated, are being included sa ating mga programa. So hindi lamang sa Women's Month celebration that we highlight or sabihin natin nakafocus lang siya for women tapos mawawala na siya by the succeeding months. So ang sa amin po is just it is a highlight that we see the importance, we celebrate their success, but as well we recognize every month of the year we involve, we participate, we include all our women to all our programs and projects, and of course our services. So makikita naman din natin yan sa mga programa ng ating alkalde, ang ating Mayor John Dalipe, sa kanya mga initiatives. We go to different barangays to conduct the JD Care program. So lahat po ay kasali dito sa ating mga serbisyo for our constituents, no. Yun po.
For years of celebrating Women's Month po, no, kumusta po? So far, ano yung nagiging impact niya? How do you see the impact here in Zamboanga City?
Although we have no concrete measure, no, as to the statistics kung gaano na ka-strengthen, ka-empowered ang ating mga kababaihan. But we can definitely see women holding positions, sabihin natin mga top positions sa amin sa city government. More than half or at least half of the department heads are composed of women. And some of the division chiefs under these departments are being headed by women. And of course, hindi lamang yan, no? We can also see that there are so many women across business establishments, business owners, na nakikita natin ngayon ang kakayahan ng mga kababaihan na hindi lamang pambahay. Gaya ng sabi mo kanina na parang ang image po kasi ng mga kababaihan as traditional as possible. Nasa bahay lang, pagkapanganak nyo pa lang, bahay na kaagad ang inyong magiging trabaho. So ngayon nakikita natin that these are evolving and we can definitely see the changes alongside the advocacy campaigns that we conduct, that we must empower women. And of course, sa ating sabihin nating tawag dito, itong local politics natin, no, makikita natin dito that although there are still concerns na medyo konti lang po ngayon ang mga kababaihan taking up that leadership role, sabihin natin mga konsehal, vice mayor or mayor, pero we can definitely see that andyan sila and they are growing in number, and that's what we are hoping for, na hopefully masustain natin. We can still empower more barangay officials that soon will become, no, mga city officials natin. So yan yung mga tinitignan natin ngayon as our observation po natin as to the context of women empowerment all throughout the years in Zamboanga City.
Ayun. Actually, yun naman talaga parating pinaglalaban natin na ayaw natin tignan ang mga kababaihan na mahina or weak. We want,
inferior.
yes,
Ayan.
we want them to step up, no? And that's what we are actually seeing now in our generation, na more and more women are stepping up, and kapag yung iba nga pag victim sila ng violence, they are stepping up, nagsasalita na sila, no? Hindi na sila inferior sa mga kalalakihan. And with that, ano yung mga maitutulong natin, no, as an individual? How can we help or contribute to sustain this movement natin for women empowerment?
Ang sa amin po, no, we are always here as an agency to always promote and advocate for gender equality and women empowerment. And ang sa amin po, para sa ating mga kababayan, sa ating mga constituents in the city of Zamboanga, we ask, no, that empowered po sila, mas ma-empower po sila, and gamitin po sana nila itong mga kaalaman nila upang mas mabigyan po nila ng justice po, no, itong mga pinaglalaban natin. So wag ho tayo matakot na magsalita, because for as long as we know that what we are doing is right, and alam po nating may mga ahensya na tutulong sa atin, we stand up for that, no. So yun po yung mga gusto sana nating i-relay sa ating mga constituents na continue, no, to help us in the advocacy. Kung may kaalaman po sila, pwede din nating ipaalam sa ating mga kapatid, sa ating pamilya, kung gaano po ba kahalaga ang kababaihan sa ating pamilya. Hindi lamang ang tingin natin bilang isang babae na nasa bahay lamang, but we see more than that for women. So ito yung mga dapat nating tignan, and we ask for the help, no, of the community, because we cannot do it all by ourselves sa aming ahensya, because we need all the support, hindi lamang ng ating mga city officials, but as well as our community support for gender equality and women empowerment, especially mga kalalakihan natin, to help us, no, support your women, to uplift and empower your women sa inyong mga households.
Thank you very much po, Sir Wilfredo. Last na lamang po, what is our message to all the women, men, all gender po out there who are watching us ngayong month of March for the celebration of Women's Month? Let's invite them and they may contribute po or participate sa ating mga activities and celebration.
Yeah. So para sa aking message po, no, sa ating mga Zamboangenyo, no, for our Women's Month, we have lined up of activities that is posted po sa ating Facebook page, sa ating Gender and Development Facebook page, and all are enjoined to participate, especially sa ating Marcha de las Mujeres. It is a mark of Zamboanga City that we conduct the Marcha de las Mujeres. Hopefully, you can join, and open po ito sa lahat ng mga sektor. Hindi lamang close for women organizations, public organizations, private organizations, and even men organizations. Kung meron po dito sa Zamboanga City, can always participate sa ating initiative na ito. And as we always say sa aming office, continua kita empujamas el bienestar de todos los eneros para na más inclusivo cambio, progreso y desarrollo Ciudad de Zamboanga. Muchísimas gracias a todos.
Thank you very much po sa ating panauhin ngayong araw. Once again, the Head of Gender and Development in Zamboanga City Office. Maraming salamat po, Sir Wilfredo Aporongao. Thank you very much. What a powerful message po. Ngayong buwan po ng March, we are celebrating Women's Month at sabay-sabay po tayo magtulungan para po maipush pa natin ang women empowerment dito po sa ating lungsod and sa buong rehiyon po ng Zamboanga Peninsula. And with that, maraming salamat po sa lahat ng ating mga viewers. Naway marami po tayong nakuhang mahalagang impormasyon ngayon sa ating episode. And muli, Happy Women's Month po sa lahat po ng mga kababaihan. At salamat po muli sa ating following sponsors. We have Dunkin, Penguin Zamboanga, Karimadon, and Camiseta, all available here at SM City Mindpro. Magkikita pa po tayo sa ating mga susunod na episodes sa PIA Kapihan na Zamboanga sa SM City Mindpro. Sa ngalan pong muli ng PIA Director General Catherine Chloe De Castro and PIA Regional Director Ms. Noemi Adaga, ito si Myra Espinosa. Muchísimas gracias.
Philippine Information Agency, Kapihan na Zamboanga. Sharing with you timely, accurate, and relevant information regarding government programs, projects, and activities. Catch us every Thursday at 4 p.m. on eMedia.